First, recognize the Taliban regime as perpetrators of gender apartheid. Do not legitimize them. Do not make compromises on our faith. Second, support the Crime Against Humanity Treaty, a global effort to codify gender apartheid in international law and hold the Taliban accountable. Push your governments to engage in the process. It is time we have real tools to prevent an extremist regime from systematically erasing women and girls like the Taliban are doing. The path forward for Afghanistan lies in political solutions instead of military force, and in using the power of international law and human rights to bring justice. The path forward also requires a united voice from Muslim scholars, a united voice from Muslim scholars to openly challenge and denounce the Taliban's oppressive laws. We must be the narrators of our faith. We must speak for what Islam stands for. That means looking at the situation of girls' education in all Muslim countries. As I stand here, I am imagining this conference as the beginning of a new journey. A new journey where we commit to a future for every girl to have access to complete quality education. And we make this vision a reality in our lifetime. The next time we all gather, I hope to see more women and girls, like the brilliant students who have joined us today, speaking on the stage and setting the agenda. Seeing you all pursue your education gives me hope for our country. Pakistan is where I began my journey. And this is where my heart will always be. 12.5 million Pakistani girls are out of school, one of the highest numbers in the world. I'm glad that this conference is taking place here in Pakistan, because there is still a tremendous amount of work that is ahead of us so that every Pakistani girl can have access to her education. Distinguished guests, championing girls' education is the mission of my life. I'm here to tell you that girls around the world need us to act today. These girls need us to act for their education today, not next year, not next decade. So I ask you all in this room and your leaders, protect every girl's right to go to school for a complete 12 years. Invest the resources to make education a reality for all girls. Let us be champions of our faith by being champions for girls and their right to learn. Thank you.
Malala, we would like to hold you here on the stage for a minute, because the Muslim World League wants to present you with an honorary shield for your efforts for girls' education, and I would request His Excellency Sheikh Dr. Muhammad bin Abdul Karim Al Isa, the Secretary General of the Muslim World League, to present Malala with this honorary shield, the award. A big round of applause, everyone.
An active active presence in religious matters and in the science, politics, economics, and societal affairs throughout the history. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif declared an education emergency across the country on the occasion of International Universal Day, urging the private sector and civil society organizations to collaborate with the government in addressing the pressing challenges of education and emphasizing public-private partnership. To tackle the dropout rate and to encourage children to complete their education, he also announced scholarships and other incentives. Positive parenting, ladies and gentlemen, also plays a crucial role in advancing girls' education. When parents nurture their daughters with encouragement and instill confidence, it lays the foundation for their success. Positive parenting fosters an environment where girls feel supported to dream big and to pursue their aspirations. Malala Yousafzai's story is a testament to this. Her father's belief in her potential and refusal to conform to traditional norms enabled her to rise as a global advocate for education. It is this kind of parental support and societal shift that we need to replicate across communities. Representing Pakistan at the first ever Global Ministerial Conference on Violence Against Children in Colombia, on behalf of the Government of Pakistan, I pledge to strengthen integrated child protection services and promote positive parenting and non-violent discipline through both policy and practice. And today, as we stand at the crossroads of challenges and opportunities, I urge us to focus on actionable pathways that can bring about real change. Number one, strengthen legal and policy frameworks to reinforce girls' access to education and to implement international commitments like the CRC and the SDGs. 2. Invest in safe and inclusive schools with digital tools, menstrual hygiene facilities, and secure transportation. 3. Engage communities, parents, religious leaders, and influencers to advocate for girls' education. 4. Promote leadership opportunities for girls to break stereotypes and to inspire change. 5th, expand public-private partnerships to scale initiatives and ensure sustainable impact. Ladies and gentlemen, when we educate a girl, we empower her to break cycles of poverty, contribute meaningfully to her community, and to shape a better future for generations to come. This is not just an investment in girls, but an investment in our future. I would like to appreciate the organizers of this conference, the World Muslim League, the Ministry of Federal Education and Professional Training, and the Government of Pakistan. Let us leave this conference with renewed determination and commitment to ensuring that no girl is left behind, that every girl has access to quality education. Together, we can make education the cornerstone of a brighter, more inclusive tomorrow. I thank you all.
Thank you, Aisha, for raising such important points. And now, please welcome His Excellency Dr. Khalid Maqbool Siddiqui, Federal Minister for Education and Professional Training of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, who will now share his reflections on the importance of this conference and also the outcomes.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. His Excellency Dr. Muhammad bin Abdul Karim Al Isa, the Secretary General of Rabta Alami Islami, Chairman Senate Yusuf Raza Gilani, the daughter of Pakistan Malala Yousafzai, diplomats, educators, honorable delegates, and the public representative, and our student, young girls, our future leader, sitting there. You are our future and our most precious national asset. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. As we gather here today to mark the conclusion of this extraordinary conference, I am filled with an overwhelming sense of pride and accomplishment as the Federal Minister of Education, I am deeply committed to ensuring that every child in Pakistan has access to the quality education. Resources and regardless of their gender, socio-economic background, their geographical location or linguistic or religious identity. We recognize that the education is the key factor for the girls' empowerment, prosperity, development, and welfare. Unfortunately, some communities still differentiate against these education for the girls. As a nation, we must work together to challenge these societal norms and attitudes that discriminate against the girls' education. Girls' education is not just a moral imperative. It is an economic necessity. Educated girls are more likely to secure better jobs, can contribute to their families, community, and investment their own children for the education. Although today is the end of these 2 days conference on the girl education, but it is a beginning of new journey. A fresh commitment that no child left behind, especially the girls. Yesterday we discussed the impediments, all the impediments in this regard, but I will reiterate that the real issue is the interpretation, misinterpretation of our religious value. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan, like many other brother countries and the nations, face these challenges, but we are trying. We are trying our level best. But there is a long way to go. Inshallah, we will continue to work tirelessly to ensure that every girl in Pakistan has access to the quality education and can realize her full-fledged potential. Thank you very much, all of you, for coming here and giving us the opportunity to discuss this very important national issue for us and for the whole Islamic Ummah. Thank you very much indeed.
Dr. Khalid Maqbool Siddiqui has prepared all these 2 days and he's working hard like always. Thank you very much, Dr. Khalid Maqbool Siddiqui. And now it is my privilege to invite the man behind this event, the man who made it all possible, the man who gathered us all here, His Excellency Sheikh Dr. Muhammad bin Abdul Karim Al Isa, Secretary General of the Muslim World League and Chairman of the Organization of Muslim Scholars, to share his insights with us. A big round of applause, everyone.
साहब रोटियां किन्नियां लियांदियां जी साढ़े ते ना पूरियां होने बस सही
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا الهادي الأمين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. دولة السيد يوسف رضا جيلاني رئيس مجلس الشيوخ بجمهورية باكستان الإسلامية، السيدة ملالة يوسف زاي الناشطة العالمية في تعليم الفتيات والحائزة على جائزة نوبل للسلام معالي وزير التعليم بجمهورية باكستان الإسلامية السيد خالد مقبول صديقي، أصحاب السماحة والفضيلة والمعالي، السيدات والسادة، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أما بعد، فنسعد غاية السعادة في رحاب هذا المؤتمر العالمي النوعي والاستثنائي، والذي يحظى برعاية جمهورية باكستان الإسلامية وحضور ودعم دولة رئيس الوزراء السيد محمد شهباز شريف، وحضور كوكبة من علماء الأمة الإسلامية بمختلف مدارسهم ومذاهبهم العلمية. ونقدر أيضا حضور الأمين العام، معالي الأمين العام لمجمع الفقه الإسلامي الدولي الأستاذ الدكتور العلامة سبسكريبه، وهو يمثل هذا المجمع الفقهي الدولي بمنظمة التعاون الإسلامي. نثمن تثمينا خاصا حلقة النقاش النوعية والتي دارت بين علماء الأمة الإسلامية أمس الأول، وناقشت هذه القضية
in a round table which was full of understanding, and it was issued from this meeting diversity, scholarly diversity in the diverse schools of thought and sects. A statement that completely made clear the stance of Islam towards the girls' education and has carried clearly on all the interpretation which are outside this Islamic truth that is translated by Sharia text of Islam. This diversity of scholars and with the attendance of the different fiqh councils, and especially the fiqh council, the international fiqh council in the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, is considered a message to the world which expresses the stance of the Muslim scholars towards a girls' education. There were opinions which were issued by individuals and entities, both public and private, even though our scope was limited. However, they are instigated from one time to another, and they were further escalated recently during the absence of a consensus which is qualitative, which is collective, like the one we had in this meeting. And the Islamabad Declaration for girls' education is considered a charter and a constitutional charter, an Islamic charter in this context. And the agreement that has been signed just moments ago, and also the agreement that was signed yesterday between the Muslim World League and the OIC, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and the agreements that were just moments ago would surpassed 20 agreements. These agreements in total will work towards activating and implementing the outcomes of this conference, and especially the outcomes and the recommendations, but also the resolutions of the Muslim scholars in their blessed session the day before yesterday. We are committed in the Muslim World League, and along with our partners, to make the Islamabad Declaration, international charter, effective and tangible and sustainable as well. And it will not be a mere expression of an opinion or just a stance that is recorded in a conference, or just a passing call. It will be something tangible. Everyone will feel that it's palpable, and it will start with girls' education and implementing that through the stance of the scholars in warding off the opinions which has reservations towards girls' education, and they are based only on some conceptions which are falsely claimed to attributed to Islam. And the Muslim scholars have faced off and confronted these notions during their meetings, the collective and unique and exceptional meeting that they had the day before yesterday. The Muslim Ummah needed such kind of collective effort, and this solidarity, Islamic solidarity, to say in one voice, expressing the true teachings of Islam. It's not after today, nobody has the right to talk in the name of Islam on this issue after there was this stance of the Muslim Ummah. And this also includes the Fiqh Council, the Jurisprudence Council of the Islam, and an issue which is completely clear. However, certain circumstances and certain interferences that were in the past talking alone without anyone confronting them. But today we are not pointing out anyone, but we are talking to anyone who has reservations or is an obstacle to girls' education. This includes all entities, be it private or public. We would like to thank Allah for what He made easy for us here and what He made right. I would like to thank the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, represented by His Excellency the Prime Minister, Mr. Shahbaz Sharif, and the members of his governments who are related to this issue, especially the Education Ministry of Pakistan. Thank them for what they have done for hosting this conference and the support that they have provided. I would like to thank them. I would like to thank His Excellency, the head of the Senate, for attending this continuing session. And I would also like to thank the icon of girls' education across the world, Miss Malala, for being here with us, and for the lecture, the distinguished lecture she delivered, which will be considered as one of the documents of this conference. Thank you to everyone, and Assalamu alaikum, and peace and blessings.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your profound words and continued leadership in advocating for education and unity, for all your efforts and for gathering all of us here. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, please join me in welcoming His Excellency Syed Yusuf Raza Gilani, Chairman of the Senate of Pakistan, who will now deliver the final remarks and close this exceptional conference. Everyone, a big round of applause. We are honored that he's here with us today.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. His Excellency, Mr. Muhammad bin Abdul Karim Ali, Secretary General of the Muslim World. His Excellency, Hussain Ibrahim, Secretary General, OIC. Dr. Khalid Mahmood Siddiqui, Minister for Federal Education and Professional Training. Mr. Jal Magne, former Prime Minister of Norway, founder and president of Oslo Center for Peace and Human Rights. Honorable Minister from Muslim countries and Professional Ministers from Pakistan. Distinguished Nobel laureate Malala Yousafzai. Excellency, members of the diplomatic corps, representatives of the organization and developmental partners, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu. It is an honor for me personally, as well as on behalf of the President of Pakistan, Mr. Asif Ali Zardari, to share my views as we conclude this important conference on girls' education in Muslim communities, challenges and opportunities. I extend my sincere thanks to the Ministry of Federal Education and Professional Training and the Muslim world for bringing us together for this vital discussion. I am also grateful to our distinguished guests from Pakistan and abroad, developmental partners, ministers, vice chancellors, academics, and all those who contributed to making this conference a success. A special word of appreciation for Malala Yousafzai, whose courage has inspired millions. Her journey proves that education is not just about learning. It is about empowerment, confidence, and the ability to shape a better future. Ladies and gentlemen, the valuable insights we have shared us today, the plans of action we have finalized and the partnerships we have forged would be pivotal to realizing a future where education becomes a fundamental right for every girl, free from barriers and limitations. I also commend discussions and suggestions coming out of the thematic session. These ideas will be crucial in galvanizing collective efforts and funding towards the key areas such as roles of IT and media in promoting women education, the role of women in building peace, and prospects and challenges of higher education for girls. I am confident that this UNPA declaration would prove to be a crucial milestone and policy compass to fine-tune and focus on efforts for targeted areas. Education is a key to progress. It is not a privilege. It is a right. As we strive for brighter future, let us draw inspiration from our rich religious heritage and the wisdom of our founding fathers. The Holy Quran puts the highest emphasis on acquiring knowledge with numerous references to the word knowledge, urging mankind to think and reflect. Our Holy Prophet, Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, made it clear when he said, seeking knowledge is an obligation upon every Muslim. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Jinnah, the visionary founder of Pakistan, also stressed the vital role of education in a nation's progress. He aptly remarked, education is a matter of life and death for Pakistan. Mr. Jinnah also emphasized the critical importance of gender equality, noting that no nation can rise to the height of glory unless women are side by side with it. Similarly, the calming personality of Mahatma Jinnah also led by example that how important girls' education is. She was the first girls' guide as well as life better of Girls' Guide Association of Pakistan. Besides a number of notable women served on important positions, that is governor, speaker, chief minister, ambassador, and foreign minister in Pakistan. At the same time, it would not be out of place to mention the great leader of the Islamic world, Shaheed Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, who laid the foundation of the IC in 1974 in Lahore and united Muslim leadership on important issues. His visionary daughter, Shaheed Bhutto, carried the torch forward as the first woman Prime Minister of Islamic countries. That era saw unprecedented focus on women's education and empowerment. History reminds us that educated Muslim women have played a major role in shaping society. The inspiring stories, charismatic personalities, and determination to contribute to the development of their environment make them beacons that guide young women and men today. Fatima Al-Fahriya founded the world's first university that completed the message. While Razia Sultan, she ruled Delhi from 1236 to 40. They proved that when given the chance, women innovate and transform the world. Yet today, many girls in Muslim communities are still denied education. This is not just a loss for them. It is loss for us. A country cannot succeed if half of its population is left behind. Literacy, especially among women, is a cornerstone of a suitable and prosperous society. Educating girls not only transforms individuals' lives, but also uplifts entire communities by improving health, outcomes, and fostering economic empowerment. It builds resilience, promotes stability, and strengthens social cohesion. By closing the gender gap and encouraging the girls to pursue education, we can enhance employment opportunities, reduce poverty and create
ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆਖਿਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਵਾਲੇ ਬਣਾਈ ਹੋ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਕੱਲ ਪਾਕ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਦਾ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਤੇ ਉਹ
Pakistan is committed to educating
ਪਹਿਲਾ ਪਾਕ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ
but over the years we have expanded access to education, improved school infrastructure and supported families in need. Yet many girls still face cultural barriers and economic hardship. But let me assure you, we will not stop until every girl in Pakistan has the opportunity to learn. During my tenure as Prime Minister of Pakistan in 2011, I had the honor of awarding a 14-year-old Malala Yousafzai the National Youth Peace Prize, recognizing her bravery. I remain committed, the chairman and remain committed to empowering every child, especially girls, education. I assure you that Pakistan Senate will strongly support all efforts to remove barriers to girls' education through better laws, strong oversight, dynamic policy guidance, increased allocation of resources, and collaboration with educators and global partners. Ladies and gentlemen, to advance the cause of girls' education, we must embrace an approach that combines collaborative action, resource development, and community engagement. Equally important is enhancing infrastructure by establishing schools equipped with all facilities the gender and curriculum must be developed to address biases and empower girls while community awareness programs can dismantle barriers and promote the value of education. Moreover, scholarships for marginalized girls will provide much needed financial support and partnership with international organizations transforming the future. This conference must not end as a fleeting moment, but one that stirs more collaborative efforts. I strongly urge our distinguished scholars and policymakers to translate the invaluable insights and lessons of this conference into a tangible, impactful strategies that inspire change to our young female students. You are the visionaries and architects of brighter future. Education is your greatest strength and your potential knows no more. As we conclude this transformative gathering, let us depart with the unwavering determination to build a future when no girl is denied the right to education, where every girl has the freedom to dream, to achieve, and to contribute to society. Few words I will say in Urdu for the students and the girls sitting here. ये जो आज का मौका इसका जो आप सब इंस्पायर हुए और जो तमाम जो आज दोस्त एक छत के नीचे इकट्ठे हुए उसका मकसद एक ही और वो है आपकी तालीम और वो तालीम इंस्पायर किसने किया मलाला मैं मिनिस्टर था तो इन पे अटैक और at 14 years of age मैंने इनको अवार्ड दिया अपने ऑफिस में और फिर 3 साल के बाद पूरी दुनिया ने तस्लीम की इनको रिकॉग्नाइज किया और माय चॉइस वाज राइट कि मैंने जो पहचान की वो दुरुस्त है और आपको मैं एक वाक़या सुनाऊं कि जब मौलाना यूसुफ भाई को पीस अवार्ड मिल रहा ओस्लो में और मुझे जो दावत आई वो फॉर्मर प्राइम मिनिस्टर बैठे मेरे दोस्त भी हैं आमिर शेख साहब भी यहाँ और उन्होंने दावत दी कि इस तकरीब में शामिल मेरा बेटा अली हैदर गिलानी वो अगवा हो चुका वो तालिबान और उससे हट के वो अलकायदा ने उनको अफगानिस्तान में रखा हुआ and we didn't know whether he is alive or dead. But I stood with the word. I stood with the right. और मैंने दुनिया का साथ दिया तालिबान का साथ अलकायदा का साथ नहीं दिया और despite that he was with them but I attended his ceremony to prove that we are against terrorism. We're against extremism. क्योंकि हम मुल्क में ये नहीं चाहते अगर मुल्क के हालात बेहतर होंगे तो आप सब बच्चे जो यहाँ बैठे हैं आप तरक्की कर बहुत मेहरबानी और मैं सबका मशहूर हूँ कि उन्होंने इस ऐसे इम्पोर्टेंट इवेंट में थैंक
यू
Yusuf Raza Gilani sahab, बहुत शुक्रिया आपका. Thank you very much for your inspiring words and for your invaluable support in shaping the future. We now move to a very exciting segment of this conference, the platform for the signing of international partnership agreements. And this movement marks a significant step towards in creating global collaboration to address the educational challenges that Muslim girls are facing. To begin with, the Ministry of Education and Science of Pakistan and the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan would be signing the first agreement. Next agreement between the International Islamic Fiqh Academy and Islamic Faith Council may we invite to this platform His Excellency Professor Qutub bin Mustafa Sanu, Secretary General of the International Islamic Fiqh Academy, and Maulana Hamidul Haqqani, Advisor to the Muslim World League. We now proceed to the signing of the partnership agreement between the Muslim World League and the League of Islamic Universities. His Excellency Professor Dr. Sami Muhammad Al-Sharif, Secretary General of the League of Islamic Universities, and His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Al-Majdoui, Assistant to the Secretary General for the International Relations and Communication at the Muslim World League. The initiative is to establish a program to provide scholarship for Muslim girls to pursue higher education in the universities. We now move to the signing of the agreement between the Muslim World League and the United Nations University for Peace. Dr. Francisco Rojas Aravena, Director of the United Nations University for Peace, and His Eminence Sheikh Zubair Hassan Sadr Rahim, Advisor to the Muslim World League. The initiative is to enable girls to develop leadership and problem-solving skills and provide training to educators on modern teaching methods. And now an agreement is to be signed between the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, and the Muslim World League, Dr. Khalid Khalifa, who is the Senior Advisor and Representative to the Gulf Cooperation Council, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, and Mr. Abdul Wahab Shehri, who is the Assistant to the Secretary General for Corporate Communications, Muslim World League. The next agreement is to be signed between the International Public Chamber Chamber of Convocation 2020 to 2025 and the Muslim World League. His Excellency Mr. Alexander Olszewski, who is the President of the International Public Chamber, and His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Al-Majdouri, who is the Assistant to the Secretary General for International Relations and Communications for Muslim World League. The initiative is to provide educational scholarship for all Muslim girls. The next agreement is between UNICEF and the Muslim World League. Mr. Abdullah Fazil, Representative UNICEF Pakistan Country Office, and Dr. Shaima, General Manager of the Strategic Partnerships Muslim World League. The initiative is for implementing girls' education programs and green skills programs. We now proceed to the signing of one more agreement between the news agencies of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation (UNA) and the Muslim World League. Muhammad Awami, General Manager of the Union of News Agencies of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and Abdul Karim Baksh, Advisor to the Muslim World League. The initiative is to launch an awareness campaign for the education of Muslim girls. And now, an agreement will be signed between the Women Development Organization WDO and the Muslim World League. Dr. Afnan Al-Shwaibi, Executive Director of the Women Development Organization, and His Excellency Dr. Ibrahim Al-Shwaibi, Senior Advisor to the Muslim World League. The initiative is aimed to reports and studies to support the empowerment of women and girls. Moving forward, an agreement is to be signed between the Faculty of Islamic Law of Libya and the League of Islamic Universities (LIKE). Dr. Abu Bakr Abu Suhail, who is the Dean of the College of Faculty of Islamic Law, and His Excellency Professor Dr. Sami Al-Sharif, who is the Secretary General of the League of Islamic Universities. The initiative is to provide university scholarships for Muslim girls. Another agreement will be signed between the International University of Islamic Sciences and Languages, Egypt, and the League of Islamic Universities. Dr. Muhammad Mahmoud Hashim, President of the International Islamic and Linguistics University, and His Excellency Professor Dr. Sami Al-Sharif, the Secretary General of the League of Islamic Universities. The initiative is to provide university scholarships to Muslim girls. The next agreement is between the University of Management and Technology and the Muslim World League. Mr. Ibrahim Hassan Ibrahim, Chairman and President of UNT, and Dr. Shaima Al-Luqmani, General Manager of Strategic Partnerships Muslim World League. Again, the initiative is to provide university scholarships for Muslim girls. The next one, an agreement is also signed between the Statistical, Economic and Social Research and Training Center for Islamic Studies and the Muslim World League. Her Excellency Mrs. Zahra, Director General of SESRE, and His Excellency Dr. Ibrahim Al-Shwaibi, who is a Senior Advisor to the Muslim World League. The initiative is to develop the innovative solutions to support girls' education. An agreement is to be signed between the Higher Institute of Medical Technology, Dhaka, Democratic Republic of the Congo, and the Muslim World League. Professor Diodon A. Katamo, Director, and Ms. Haya Jadour, who is the Head of Initiative Center for Muslim World League. One more initiative was signed between the Arabic Language Teaching Initiative for Non-Native Speakers by the University of Business and Technology and between the Muslim World League. And moving forward, the last, we acknowledge a collaborative partnership involving Mr. Ibrahim Hassan Murad, the Chairman and President of the University of Management and Technology, and Muhammad Al-Yami, General Manager of the Union of News Agencies of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. And while it is being signed, special thanks to His Excellency Sheikh Dr. Muhammad bin Abdul Karim Al-Isa, who's been here guiding everyone throughout the process. A big round of applause for him, everyone. All the agreements have been signed.
आलमी तालीमी कॉन्फ्रेंस के मौके पर शिरकत के दरमियान माहिदे और माहिदों में ख़वातीन खासतौर पर लड़कियों की तालीम चैलेंजेस और मौके के मौजूद पर मुख्तलिफ शिरकतदारों के दरमियान माहिदे हुए हैं। कॉन्फ्रेंस में शरीक तमाम शुरका और मंसूबीन को खुशामदीद कहा गया। इस कॉन्फ्रेंस से कलीदी खिताब किया वज़ीर-ए-आज़म मोहम्मद शहबाज शरीफ ने गुज़िश्ता रोज़ इसके ओपनिंग सेशन में, जबकि इख्तितामी सेशन से चेयरमैन सेनेट ने खिताब किया।
नाज़रीन, इस्लामाबाद में लड़कियों के तालीम के मौके
आप देख रहे हैं पाकिस्तान की आवाज।
अम्मी अम्मी
दरवाजे के पीछे लटकी है।
अभी मुझे लंच में ना
अब घड़ी नहीं मिल रही है।
तकिए के नीचे देखा, तकिए के नीचे देखा।
अरे हाँ।
हमें सुना ना।
तुम्हारा ड्राइवर वेट कर रहा है।
बस अब निकल रही हूँ 2 मिनट। हिला छाप खा लेना।
आयान, तुम्हारे घर से लंच बॉक्स आया है।
आयान बेटा, कभी ये मत समझना कि मेरे पास टाइम नहीं। मुझे अच्छी तरह मालूम है किस चीज का दिल करता है।
क्लिनिक से इमरजेंसी कॉल आई थी यार। अम्मी निकल चुकी है।
बेटा, एग्जाम लिखने से पहले एक बात समझ लो। तुम्हारे मार्क्स कम हुए अम्मी का प्यार कभी कम नहीं होगा।
अब बगैर चश्मे के खेलेंगे तो यही होगा ना।
2 दिन से पता नहीं कहाँ चले गए।
आयान, अगर गलती मान लेने की ताकत हो तो गलती माफ हो सकती है।
दादू
अच्छा हुआ टूट गया। वैसे भी काफी पुराने हो गए थे। कल नए ले आते हैं।
बहुत छोटी सी चीजें हैं, पर कभी कभी बड़े कमाल कर जाती है।
सॉरी
नाश्ता अच्छे से कर लेना। ठीक है।
अम्मी, आप ही ने कहा था ना मीठी चीज शेयर करने से और भी मीठी हो जाती है।
दिल का एक टुकड़ा दिल दुगना कर गया। दिल का एक टुकड़ा दिल दुगना कर गया। एक लम्हे को कैसे बांटा सारा कर्ज गया।
रियल रिश्तों की मिठास होती है। वीक फ्रेंड्स का रियल फीलिंग्स के साथ।
खाना खा ले नहीं बनाए भाई।
इतनी तेजी से कैसे बनी? बड़ी तेजी से बनाए, दाग भी निकलेंगे। नया सर्फ एक्सेल मुश्किल दाग निकाले ज्यादा सर्फ एक्सेल।
काफी हौसला चाहिए, डर लग रहा है लेकिन यहाँ की टाइमिंग क्या है? भाई 100 टिकट दे दे। 100 टिकट क्यों? तुम इतने सारे लोग साथ लाए हो, टिकट्स लेनी पड़ेंगे ना। Okay guys gotta go. 2 टिकट्स दीजिए प्लीज।
सोशल मीडिया से बाहर भी अगर हम सोशल हो सकते हैं तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।